Hello, I'm Giulia and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you one of our favorite things that my mother at least used to make for us, a meatloaf. A very simple thing, but this is, probably not the usual meatloaf that you used to see, because people in the South, we used to make everything with sauce, red sauce that is. In the end, that's what we're going to do. But it's more or less like everybody else's meatloaves. I'm going to start with like about 2 pounds of chopped meat. It's beef. And I'm going to add the usual suspects, cheese, some garlic. And actually, my mother used to make it where she used to put a couple of hard-boiled eggs in it. So that's what I'm going to do. Parsley, a couple of eggs, some soaked up bread. And if you don't have the country bread kind of thing like that, where you can make good soaked bread, you can use dry crumbs like whatever, but you might need to use some liquids with that, whether it's milk or water, otherwise it'll be too dry. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to put my parsley, just about maybe a tablespoon of it, chopped. And I'm going to put the garlic. I'm going to put the salt, maybe a couple of teaspoons, I would say. Okay. The garlic is in there, the pepper. Nice fresh pepper. Okay. Then I put the 2 eggs. Okay. Just scramble them a little bit. So now I'm going to put maybe half a cup of grated cheese. Mix everything together. And the bread is about a good cup of soaked bread. I'm going to try mixing all of it together, and then I'm going to actually put about a 1/4 pound, maybe a little less, of the mortadella, which is like an Italian bologna. It used to be made out of veal. A lot of them now it's made out of pork or maybe mixed, I'm not sure. But it has a very distinctive taste, and we love to put that into our cooking. So I'm going to mix all this together. Obviously, if I'm going to make 2 small meatloaves instead of making a big one. It's a little easier because what I do, or what we used to do with my mother, was kind of brown them before we actually put them in the oven. So it seals in the juices. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to use my hands, obviously. Mix them all together. If it's hard for anybody to just saute them in the pan first and then put them in the oven, you can kind of brown them in the oven at a pretty high temperature, like 450, and a preheated oven, because you don't want them to cook slowly, because the juices are all going to run out and they're going to be dry. So basically you want to incorporate the stuff you put in there. Okay. And eventually anybody could do whatever with their meatloaves. This is my version of it. But I know there's hundreds of them around. Just hope that you might want to try it. Okay, so I'm going to get like kind of about half of it. Make it like kind of flat. Base of it. I'm going to put 1 egg. Just kind of. Okay. I'm going to try to roll it up. I'm not sure which one is more. They might not be even, these meatloaves. So what you do is you just kind of roll it. Oops, come on, stay. Okay, just to make it a nice little loaf. And this will be a lot less manageable than making 2 big ones. I mean 1 big one. So we'll put this over here, do the other one, do the same thing. So now I'm gonna put on the pan where I'm gonna saute them, get it nice and hot. Okay, I have this pan, which should be big enough for the 2 of them. I'm going to make it pretty hot. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in it and start sauteing the meatloaves. I'm going to add some, I have some chopped onion, maybe like 1/4 cup. And I'm going to put that just about in the end before I take them out. Just give them a little bit of sauteing. And obviously, what you're going to need also is some pureed tomatoes. What I usually do is get like good peeled tomatoes, and then I puree them because it gives you a sweeter taste to it. And that's going to be after we saute them, okay? Start putting a little bit of oil in it. Okay, that should be plenty. And we're gonna put them in this oven safe pan afterward. That's where we're gonna finish cooking them. This is a good Sunday meal. At least that's what we used to have when we were growing up as kids. Once in a while, some Sundays would be meatballs with pasta, and this one too, being that this red sauce. You could use it, you could use the sauce over pasta, you could use it over even polenta, you can make mashed potatoes, whatever you guys, whoever's cooking it, depending on their taste. We obviously, because of we are Italian and we're from the South, pasta was the main thing. Especially if you have a big family like we did, that was a filling kind of meal. Okay, I think that the pan is pretty warm. Let's hope. Okay, I'm going to start putting one of them in. Okay, there we go. It's very hot. Okay, there we go. So we let it saute. The only problem with this is that when you have to turn it, it's a little bit tricky. Let's hope we do a good job. You should need about 3 or 4 minutes on each side, and if you can, while you roll it, you try to saute the side also, not just the bottom and the top. So let's see if we can do it. Like I said, it could be kind of tricky. The trick a lot of times is that the meatloaf mix, it's not too wet. If it is, then you're going to have a lot more trouble trying to rotate it. You know, and I suggest, again, that's another piece of advice to get, like, use non-stick pans. Might not be as difficult. Okay. Well, so far, one of them rolled out. And the other one too. So, okay. So now we let it saute a little bit on the other side. A couple more minutes. So now once we get another minute or two on this side, I'm going to throw in the onions so they'll sweat a little bit. We don't want to have them like raw. And then I'm actually going to put them straight into the pan with the sauce. I'm going to have this here. And, you know, I'm using about 32 ounces worth of tomatoes. Again, depending on how much you want to make, how much gravy you want to make out of it, you can put more. I'm going to try to get this one that's falling apart. I think I'm going to leave it alone, or else I'm going to make more of a mess. Let me see. Nah. This is going to be, this is not. Maybe I should have listened to my own advice and just put them in the oven. Oh well. We'll try to do our best. This, I'm afraid, is going to be okay. All right. Well, we turn it again. Let's see what happens now. Okay, one more minute. Actually, I'm going to put the onions now. Let them saute a little, because this is almost ready to go. And then let's see what we can do about this one. Okay. Okay. Working out okay. 2 more minutes and then it's going to go in the oven and finish cooking. And then it will take about another 40 minutes in the oven so they cook through. Put the onions on top and around it so they'll give you a nice flavor. Okay. So what we have to do is just put sauce over it. Okay. Just gonna put like some water. Okay, there goes. In the oven. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that's done. Yeah. Just wanted to show they're like midway through. It's cooking. It's been boiling for a while. Meatloafs. I just want to kind of get the sauce, the gravy, tomato sauce moved around so that it cooks evenly. And they seem to be doing fine. But yeah. I'll take another 10-15 minutes and then we'll shut it off. We're going to take the meatloafs out. They look done. Okay. There we go. Smells delicious. Can't wait to dig in. Anyway, like I said before, your choice how you want to serve it. This would be delicious with some soft polenta or some mashed potatoes or some pasta, so whatever you guys like to do. I'm going to try to actually cut a piece, see what it looks like inside. Yeah. Oh, smells heavenly. All right. There we go. Yeah. Hope you enjoy it. I really, really do hope you try to make this because I know it's going to be delicious. Bye. See you soon.